Hello, Sinvicta.
Hello, Northernlion. Happy 100 episodes here in season 3.
And to you as well, sir, to you and yours. For to shall old acquaintance be forgot, and a something, something, something.
Yeah, however the song goes. I don't even know the name of that song,
It's
really.
called Old Lang Syne.
I knew there was
Mm-hmm.
an O in there. I didn't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
where. That's about it. It's a classic. It's a classic banger.
Once a year, love to hear it. It is episode 100. You good to go?
I am good to go. I'm ready to break into a new era here in the triple digits.
Let's do it. A 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, have fun,
To you as well.
and to get the elephant out of the room now because it's actually relevant news. Congratulations to
Oh
you and Mrs.
yeah,
Letourneau.
it's true. We did announce this week that we're expecting our first child.
That's
Very
awesome.
exciting. Thank you.
A very astute and perceptive amount of people were quick to point out that you apparently gave a little unconscious little smirk whenever last week I was talking about La Luna,
Oh yes.
and and apparently there's some keen-eyed individuals out there who caught the smirk, and
But only in retrospect.
oh yeah, of course they're
Only
like,
in retrospect.
we saw that smirk whenever Sinvicta said Stan Luna.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I didn't even think about it, but I've been keeping it a secret for so long that whenever people have asked me questions about kids, it's just like second nature to be like, I don't know, we're like maybe someday we'll think about it. But inside, I was just like, I can't wait for like 3 weeks from now when I can finally just get this news out here.
No, I don't. If if it's too personal, feel free to no comment. But why? I guess who or why did you guys want to delay like that? Not just
Uh,
announce. I mean, I understand immediately,
yeah.
but like, why would you why'd you wait so long? You know what I mean?
Usually, we announce like pretty close to what, as I understand it, is the normal timeline. So usually, people wait until they've entered their second trimester to announce.
Okay.
Because in the first trimester, there's a lot more unknowns and, medical issues can crop up and stuff like that. So you don't want to announce too early and then have to be like, something terrible happened.
Right.
So we're actually like pretty much on schedule. It's just that we knew earlier than most people.
I got you.
That means we were holding on to it for a long, long time, or what felt like a long, long time at least.
I don't mean to derail here, but
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen I've seen a top level domain that makes absolutely no sense. I don't
you're
think.
you're looking at the back of this white van.
No, I'm looking at this Thai food restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I thought I knew the country, but maybe not.
I'm not convinced I know the country, to be honest.
I mean, at first I was gonna say, okay, it's either gonna be like the Netherlands or like somewhere near
Yeah.
there. Man, there's so many dead ends in this freaking city. But I'm not 100% now because I've seen that top level domain. But I'm like, what is that? Have you seen a domain name?
You know what? I have seen a domain name, but I think I know what domain it is. I also understand why you would think it
Interesting.
makes no sense, but I think that domain name, now that I think about it, is actually
We've
this
seen it
country.
before,
Yeah, I think it's this
and
country.
and it wasn't China.
I did see .ch. Yes,
Okay.
I
Well,
will.
then
I will say that I do not believe this is China.
right. So if that's the case, then I'm pretty sure that I've got the country then now.
Really?
You have gotten there's so many dead ends here in the city.
Yeah, I hit a lot of dead ends.
I have absolutely. I don't know what city we're in. Like, I think that because of the domain thing, I think that this is where it was last time that we saw it. Because we were like, it doesn't make any sense that it's there. Oh, I ran out of time. We were almost on top of each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, .ch apparently, like, Switzerland's name in one of its national languages. I don't know if it's French or I forget. There's always one language I forget that they speak in Switzerland, but it starts with CH.
I gotcha.
And then I figured there's so little car coverage. I bet we're closer to Germany than France. That was this is my only reasoning.
That my reasoning was that it was looking a little German, and that was about it. But you got me by 15 points. So.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket.
Just a drop in the bucket.
I was really stoked when you guys made the announcement because I was wondering if it was going to be something like that because of what Kate was talking about on her stream. She was talking about like the biggest project ever. Something I was like, okay, this has got to be some life stuff. I was like, they're either moving or they're getting a third cat or they're having a kid.
Yeah. Well, between those, moving would be like a catastrophe.
Exactly.
we just moved.
I wasn't thinking it was going to be moving, but my train of thought was that though.
Something life related. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were stoked to announce for a number of different reasons. It's exciting times as well, you know. And the time was right for us for sure. Although, you know, it does suck because now we're like, my parents obviously they live across the country, and you know Kate's due to give birth in like early October, and we're like, man, I don't even know if we'll be able to travel in early October. So I mean, it's a long way away, but you never know. My parents, like my mom, is a little bit freaking out. I think if she had to, she would drive the like 3,500 miles to get here in order to be there.
Canada's freaking huge.
Yeah, and that's only like they don't live on like the easternmost part. I live pretty much on the most western part, but
right.
They're like probably 80% of the way east. But a couple of the provinces don't even like. I'm not gonna say they don't matter because that's not very nice. But
they're just drive-through provinces.
If you drive from Ontario to like Newfoundland or Prince Edward Island, getting through Ontario, depending on where you start, is like 10 to 15 hours of driving.
Right.
And then getting through Quebec is like another 6 maybe. And then New Brunswick, you're like, what the heck? It's already over. Nova Scotia, it's already done.
It's like driving through Central Texas.
Yeah.
I know the country.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, there you go. I know the country that we're in. I just don't know where.
I also know the country that we're in, and I'm trying to decide if I care enough to try to look for these city names.
You've gotten city names? I was looking for. You must have gone the opposite direction because I've got a river name.
I have city names, but the city names, out of 10 usefulness, I would say 3.
I have just now come upon city names.
Are you trying to find Bardskirdersbos?
You mean Elimbarskirdersbos?
I think that's 2 cities.
Elim?
My take on that is that that's 2 cities.
Now, where in this country is it German/Dutch sounding?
I think that's actually a very interesting question to ask.
Because there's a British side of this country and then there's a non-British side of this country.
But they're kind of like intermingled, right? Because like,
yeah,
I feel like the north is slightly more Dutch city names and the south is more English.
But like you look at like Johannesburg and you're just like, see, I was looking down there near Cape Town, and I moved myself. I was about where you were. You got me by 217, something like that.
Merely another drop in the bucket.
Yeah. But like I was just perusing around Cape Town and thinking that like, it's looking a little bit more Dutch sounding down there.
Are we in the same country?
I almost want to say yes.
But then the houses look like Ontario suburbs to me.
This house looks like it was made in Minecraft.
Dude, now we're talking.
I was going to say it.
In fact, I'm like, this might be the same Like
it might be
same zip code. I don't know. Let's not get too hard stuck on this right off the bat. But
you think it's Switzerland again? I mean,
I'm-
it looks very familiar.
it definitely looks similar. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is not Switzerland.
Dude, I'm stuck on this roundabout. There we go.
I'm gonna make an egregious claim
Okay.
that this is not the country we know as Switzerland. And I'm going to place this here, and then my dishwasher is yelling at me. If you give me a moment, I just gotta open it up so the steam can come out.
No problem. Guy's got a talking dishwasher.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm back.
Oh, man, I wish I was cool enough to have a talking dishwasher.
Well, it just goes.
You sure that wasn't Tomo?
That is my Tomo meow as well. I will admit. I will admit.
So Tomo's doing good.
He's totally, but he's pooping up a storm.
Nice. So many freaking roundabouts, dude.
You know where we are?
I don't really, but like I'm starting to get an idea.
Okay.
Based on everything that you've said and everything that I've seen so far, like I feel like we're gonna be somewhere like here, maybe.
I encourage you to not go to Switzerland.
No, I'm not looking at Switzerland.
That's my take on that. Yo. I feel like this place looks very familiar. Very familiar indeed.
When you say very familiar, you're talking like you've been there before, or you're thinking that like it's a place that you want to go?
I think we might have been here in the game before.
I think I'm in trouble on this one, Northernlion.
You think so?
I haven't seen what you have seen to be so confident.
There's still time.
Dude, unless my brain's playing tricks on me, like it keeps sounding like it's over here. I'm not going to make that assumption.
I'm having a little trouble pinpointing the exact location.
I think I'm in some trouble here. Unless I'm right. It is possible that I could actually be right. I doubt it, though. I got 10 seconds left. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big swing.
It's possible
on this, because I don't think that this is right. Oh, it was right. Thank God. You got me by 7.
Just a drop in the bucket.
Woo.
I saw a sign that said Reykjavik, 11 kilometers away.
Oh, that would have been nice to see. I was looking at I was like, why does everything sound Icelandic? It's like, oh, it's because it's Iceland. Yeah, I think I'm down by 250 right now.
Just bit by bit.
Yeah.
Inch by inch, row by row. I'm gonna level with you. I'm starting to dislike. I mean, you've seen the road sign, I'm assuming.
Yes.
I'm starting to dislike the Japanese guesses because they're throwing me for a loop every time. I mean, we did have some that were close to Tokyo, which is, I don't expect them all to be in the vicinity of Tokyo, but there's so many fake outs in Japan as well. There's Hokkaido. There's all the islands that are south of Japan as well.
And it's the northern Japanese ones that get me. The ones that are way, way, way up there.
Yeah, I don't have the courage to go for those most of the time. It's too scary.
one day, man. One day I will go to Japan and just experience it once. I don't think I could ever live there, but
yeah, like I didn't live in Japan, right? I lived in Korea, and my
which is
take
basically like Japan.
there are some similarities for sure. I think at least if you're living there as like an English teacher.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like the vibe I got in Korea, for sure, and I don't know if Japan is the same. The vibe I got in Korea is you could move to Korea, get citizenship, learn Korean, integrate as much as possible into society. No one or very few people would actually see you as being Korean. They would always be like, you're the American who lives here.
Right.
Whereas I really feel like in like Canada, for example, if you moved here from another country and like integrated into the society, people are like, you're a Canadian first and like your heritage is second. I definitely did not get that vibe in Korea or speaking to people that were like, you know, they had moved to Korea and made their life there, that were from Canada or the US. It was always like, yeah, people still look at me weirdly. But maybe it's, you know, it'll change over time. For now, it would not be one of the places as a foreigner where I would choose to make my life overseas.
I saw a very very informative. It was an interesting video on YouTube made by someone who is Japanese and lives in Japan, and it was named. It was like the top 10 reasons to not move to Japan as a foreigner or something like that. And like he discussed like a whole bunch, just a wide range of topics, like anything from like personal relationships to like Japanese culture, whatnot. And he did a good job at making sure people knew that, like, you know, while while it sounds like I'm being negative, there's actually way more reasons to move to Japan than there is to not. But it's important that foreigners know like what you're getting into, because it is very different than, especially from like he specifically said that he used to live in Canada for a little while, and you know, I just like that kind of stuff. To me is interesting to hear, and like, you know, there's a big culture clash.
Oh, dude, like for sure. I mean, I agree 100%. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the people that like moved to Korea and stayed there, you know, they weren't like interfacing with the country on the same way that a citizen would either. They were like, oh, it's cheaper here, and oh, I think the women won't notice that I'm a little bit weird because they're not as tuned into the culture that I came from that I am. So it just kind of, they just go, oh, you know, he's handsome. And, you know, and then like, you don't even have to be that qualified to be a teacher here, so you can make like a decent life for yourself. So it's not like they were going there and being like, I'm gonna, you know, really help the country. It's more like, this is an easy way out. Sometimes.
I got you by 256.
Yo, okay.
266.
What's your score?
I'm at 17,662.
I'm up by 120.
Okay. Dude, what is this? Looks like we were just here.
I think this might be Switzerland.
It's definitely not Switzerland.
I don't know. Keep an open mind.
All right. Well, something tells me that is not Switzerland. I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but
is it
something.
Is it all the Hebrew text? Is that what's sending you?
Possibly. Possibly. I haven't been to Switzerland in a while, so they may have changed cultures there.
They do have a lot of international languages, so, you know, I think they already have 3 official languages. Why not add another one?
Yeah, and official domain names and everything.
and delete all of the French and German text, apparently.
Yeah, there you go. I think there's been a couple people in history who've tried to do that.
Okay, I'm not touching that one with the 10-foot pole. It doesn't even make any sense now that I think about it.
It really doesn't.
At first, I was modestly offended, and then I was like, it doesn't even make sense.
It's all about.
Oh no!
All about delivery.
Oh no!
So I've been. It's so weird. Like, it's annoying. Like this cough that I've had for like 2-3 weeks almost now, where like everything is fine. Like I can suppress it, but like if I cough once, it it makes it easier to start coughing.
I mean, we were talking about it last week too. I do have sympathy that like this is the worst time to get a cold or to have allergies because everyone is like, oh my god, for good reason, admittedly, but still.
Well, yeah, I mean, always err on the side of caution, but it's like what I told my like people who watch Isaac, I was just like, I was like, guys, like I live with my elderly father. Do you not think that I'd be the person who's more likely to make sure that everything is on the level, instead of just brazenly being like, yeah, it's I don't care, it's not going to affect me.
Oh, I hope that's correct.
Well,
I'm gonna level you. I think. I mean, obviously, we know what country we're in.
Yes.
The country's not particularly large.
Yes, that is true.
I'm going to hit you with something, and I'm going to pull it back a little bit right after I say it. I have found the road, but I think it is basically like finding Main Street. I think that there might be a Main Street in every city,
There's only... You will not be able to convince me this is not like the only place that we could be.
It is this country for sure.
Right, but the city is so big, it can only be one country or one city, I would assume.
I mean, is there more than one city in this country?
You don't think it's Jerusalem?
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying.
Well, 38 seconds left. Is your guess down?
It's not. It's down, but it's not locked yet.
I mean, brother, I'm just going to play it safe because that's... Okay, there's one of two, I guess, cities that this could possibly be in. And I hope that I'm in the right one. I'm letting a little fear, uncertainty, and doubt creep in now. But I'm going to stick with my gut because that's what you should always do in the situation. So I'm just going to let it ride and let's just see what happens. It was not the right city.
It actually was the right road.
That's frustrating.
Dude, we were tight on that one, though. Like, what was your overall score?
Final total. You got me by 242. That's
crazy.
It's pretty close.
That's a tightly played match.
Yeah. If I had gotten, I don't even think it would have been possible. Even if I had gotten Tel Aviv, there's no way I would have made
I only gave up
difference.
12 points to the perfect on that one.
Yeah.
It's really the South African one that was the only place where you could make like triple digits up on that one.
Yeah.
Well, and Japan, I guess, depending on.
Well, I got
nearly perfect on Japan, right?
Yeah, I found the road that we, or at least I found 151. That's what led me to look like a little bit more keener at the surrounding cities. But the South African one was the trip. So, but hey, we usher in a triple digit with a Northernlion win.
Oh,
congrats, sir!
Thank you.
It was a tough match, and now I got to compete with dad strength, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
I'm pogging up. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. No matter who you're watching, it helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. We'll see you for another 100 episodes of Geoguessr starting on Wednesday. See ya.
See you later.